Okay, welcome to A Long and Long Time Ago. My name is Adam Long, and Martin Long is also here. How's it going, Martin?
Even more tired than I usually am, to be honest with you today, Adam.
Yeah.
I suppose you are as well, I would imagine.
I'm quite tired, yeah. We've been doing a challenge where we'll go over the rules. We had a budget of £50 to spend at any car boot sale, flea market, charity shop, and toy fair to purchase a Star Wars or purchase some Star Wars merchandise. The merchandise is then going to be listed on eBay with auction items having 10 days and a starting price of £0. And the person who makes the most money minus expenses, including cost of items and postage, wins the challenge. And today was that day that we did everything. How did it all go? How was it?
It actually turned out to be quite a stressful day. There was a lot of mileage involved, a lot of worrying.
For you, I will say.
Yeah, for me especially, because it did not start well. For others, it was a lot easier, but
I wouldn't say easy. I definitely started the day nervous because I thought, there's not. I didn't think I stood a chance, but we'll get into what we've picked up shortly, shall we?
Yeah.
Is there anything else I needed to add?
No, I just think it, we were a bit bored of sitting in our rooms, doing this, and we thought, well, let's get out and
let's
try something different.
Exactly.
And I mean, I don't want to speak for Adam, but you can see the fun that I had in the video, and I had a really good time. So depending on how
enjoyed
well
it. But if you'll probably see in the video, my face doesn't tell that story, but I did enjoy
it. I mean, depending on how well this goes, this is something we could do every year or something, and make it a bit different.
I'm thinking we'll make it a yearly challenge.
Yeah. So I really enjoyed it.
We can tally the result, tally the scores up over the years.
So how do you want this to go? Do you want to do one item each, or do you want to do all our items in one go? Or?
Well, I need to just give a little bit of a context into some of my items. I picked 3. Can I say 3 up total? I picked up 3 separate buys, but within some of those buys, there are more than one item, which I plan to list individually.
Okay.
If that's in the rules. Yeah, I will say, Toy Fair originally wasn't in the rules, and it was only because you stumbled upon a Toy Fair that was local, on the day of the challenge that you've managed to sneak this one in. I have a grievance here that I told you I was going to wear.
I don't necessarily.
And I feel like if we take out your Toy Fair items, I win this hands down. Because the impression that I was getting when we were doing our FaceTime calls is that I had it in the bag.
Well, I might have just been playing you.
You could have, I suppose. But you could have also been planning a Toy Fair visit.
Right, well,
I didn't have any Toy Fairs in my area. That's a bit
unlucky, wasn't it, really? I mean, you chose the date. You chose the date. I mean, it's not my fault.
I think the listeners need to put in the comment section whether the Toy Fair should be allowed, because I think that's a little bit...
I think that's fair, but I think when you think about it, a Toy Fair is second-hand items, and, what is a car boot sale? Second-hand items, so...
Yeah, but it's focusing on toys. That's just not...
Well, as you would have seen yourself when you watched the video, you would have seen that when all the footage I took, there was hardly any Star Wars stuff there, and the one item that I did find, or group of items, or shall we say, that I found was literally one of the only Star Wars items there was. It was just pure luck. So, as you say, in the comments below, what you think.
Yeah, let us know. So, shall we start then? I think you've got more items than me.
I got like you, I got more than 7 items, but I've grouped them into 7 things because that's probably how I'll list them
Okay.
to try and maximize my win. Okay, so shall I do a couple of items first?
Yeah, go on.
Okay. Well, the first item, and obviously for those not listening, we'll put pictures up. I bought 2 Rogue One Death Trooper and Stormtrooper virtual reality viewers, brand new, never taken out of the box. I don't know. I don't think this was in the video because I came across it after my GoPro ran out of batteries. So so yeah, I actually bought these separately from 2 different stalls at the first car boot sale I went to. And I was at that time struggling, and you'll see when you've seen the video, you'll know that I was struggling because there was nothing. I couldn't find anything, and I was really getting worried. So I just grabbed these because they were new, and in terms of selling on eBay, people are going to probably more likely buy something that's new than secondhand. So they're my first 2 items
Fair enough,
that I purchased. The second item was a Mandalorian Grogu sock and shower gel set. As you can imagine, as you can see, I was really struggling in that first car boot sale, and I was thinking defeat is imminent. Again, though, this was sealed, unopened.
I was going to say you're not going to get much for it if it's been used.
No, they haven't worn the socks and then just put them back in the box and tried the shower gel and decided it wasn't for them.
You can confirm it's sealed.
It is sealed, yes. So they were my first 2 items from the first car boot sale. Oh, sorry, prices. We should probably list prices and we'll put a chart up.
Yeah, that's true.
Because obviously what we spent will also coincide with what we make at the end.
Yeah.
I paid £2 for the Mandalorian gift set. Cute baby Yoda.
Yeah.
And I paid £2 each for the virtual reality set. So that makes me £6 so far.
Okay.
Over to you.
Right, I'm going to start with this. In fact, I kind of want to get a bit of your expert opinion on this because I kind of picked these items up as on a bit of a whim and taken a bit of a punt because I know how comics might sell. So this is it cost me £3 for this set of 4 comics, which I'm going to try listing individually. I don't know if you know anything about them. So I've got Star Wars Shattered Empire.
Yep.
They're all in reasonable condition, I will say. Oh wait, they're all Shattered Empire. Journey to Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
Part 1 to 4.
Okay, that's part 1 to 4. Maybe I should sell them as a set then, because I didn't want to look at them either before I showed them to you on the video.
No.
So I don't know if they're worth much, but I figured comics sometimes are.
Yeah, I mean, yes, I've heard of Shattered Empire, and I've heard of some of the stories in Shattered Empire. I might be wrong, and again, people will correct me in the comments if I am, but I think it might be one of the stories of Poe Dameron's parents who were in the Battle of Endor. They end up getting together on the night after the rebels blow up the Death Star and have a little Poe Dameron.
Oh, I wonder if I should read them first. I don't know.
Yeah, but that might not be that story, but I think that might be that story. But that's a good pickup, especially for the full set.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in terms of value, I don't know if they're worth anything because obviously they're quite modern. But I mean, you could do a quick search on eBay. You're more likely to get more if you've got the full set. Yeah. So yeah, good job of picking up the all 4 parts. So and I mean, from what I can tell on the screen, looking at them, they don't look in too bad condition.
They're in reasonable nick.
No, I sold some Revenge of the Sith comic adaptations about a year ago. I had parts 1 to 4, and I sold those for about £35, I think.
Oh wow!
And I know that's a bit older, but if you only paid a few quid for them, you know, never know.
Like I say, I took a punt.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Do you want me to go?
Actually, I'll carry on because
yep.
From the same buyer, I bought this job lot of Star Wars comics.
Oh, Marvel comics, yeah.
Yeah, Star Wars, Marvel.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
the
okay.
other ones, the Shattered Empire ones, are all Marvel as well. So
Yeah.
in here, it might be the same case. Oops, sorry. It might be the same case of them being, it's episodes 1 to 10.
Oh, okay.
Is it 1 to 10? Yeah. And you got a nice little Luke versus the Rancor there. So
Cool.
I think is that a Rancor?
And they're numbered, are they?
They are not numbered.
Okay.
Yeah. So don't know much about them.
No. I do have a friend. I do have a friend called Justin who knows a lot about comics.
Okay.
So I'll ask him for you. But
same Justin that follows us on Twitter. Is that
yes.
right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Perhaps you could send him a tweet or something,
maybe.
or a message, and because I know some of those Marvel comics, depending on what edition they are, can and then obviously in terms of condition, are quite valuable because they did come out a few years back. So you never know. You might have a little gem in there.
Might be doing all right. Well, so they were £8. The other ones were £3. The guy gave it the whole lot to me for 10 quid.
Nice.
So
nice.
Not too bad.
You've got to make something out of that, haven't you?
Yeah. It's like I say, it's a punt because I thought comic books are pretty useful.
Yeah, what you really need to do is sell them as a job lot or in 2 groups, because
I think
the postage will kill you otherwise.
I did wonder.
Yeah, but do a bit of research if you can.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, good pickups.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
No.
Well, I will say, until I saw those, I was having a very similar sort of situation to you, and all I had was I stumbled across 3 Star Wars mugs, and I thought, I'm going to have to go back and get those, aren't I? And also a stuffed BB-8 plushie toy.
Yeah, man.
Nearly bought that, but then thought maybe if I buy that, it's not the end of the world because I can keep it. Not for me, for my son. And then what else did I come across? Oh yeah, just the prequels on DVD, and I don't think people want that, so I thought no point in losing money there. So your next item?
Yeah, I had a couple of similar situations. I came across a pair of Star Wars slippers, and they were literally filthy dirty. Someone had worn them for a couple of years and thought, "Oh no, I don't want those anymore." I stuck them on the stool to sell, and I was thinking, "Oh no, what am I going to do?" But these were all from
Luckily, you came across the socks and shower gel that was sealed.
Yeah, they were still new. So these are still all from the first car boot. Because you would have seen in the video the second car boot. I didn't actually get anything.
No.
So I also picked up a comic. Again, this is one of them. It's a Marvel number 4. So, do you have a number 4 Marvel there?
Let's have a little look.
If it's the same one.
What did it look like again?
It's got Vader. No, it's still got Vader on the front.
Could be.
Yeah. So I picked up a comic. I have asked about this comic and I can't find it anywhere. I don't know what it is.
That could be good.
So I don't know. I paid £1 for that, so that takes me up to £7. I also picked up a Revenge of the Sith PlayStation 2 game,
which we spoke about a couple of episodes ago, right?
We did, yeah. Great game, fantastic game. If you can play it, I will heartily suggest it. The disc, if anyone's got a
PlayStation 2 anymore, that is.
Yeah. If there's any collectors out there, it's got the instruction manual, an immaculate disc.
You know what? I didn't even check. There were a lot of games for sale at this car boot that I went to, but I didn't even check properly. I was actually looking for the modern stuff to see if there was anything I wanted to play.
Well, I was looking for games, and I was looking for Blu-rays and DVD box sets, and I was actually even looking for VHS box sets because they sell quite well.
That would have been quite good, yeah.
But this I paid 50p for, so
not bad.
£7.50
going rate there.
Yep. I also, how many items have you got left?
I've only got the one.
Okay, so I'll do another 2.
It's kind of like, I mean, you've seen the spoiler, and people who have watched the video have seen it, but
okay. Well, I'll just do 2 more, and then we'll do our favourite 2, I suppose, at the end. I managed to get a sealed, unused Blu-ray of Rogue One.
Oh, nice. Send that my way. I haven't got that on Blu-ray.
Have you not?
No.
Well,
I'll
I
have to
paid
bid on it.
Yeah, I paid £1 for it. So if you bid for it,
I'll lose the bet by buying that.
Because it's you, Adam. Free postage.
Oh, thanks.
So I thought that was quite a nice one because brand new, never been opened. I know everything's digital now, but you never know. Someone might buy it.
Yeah.
And then the penultimate one, and I came across a stall, the first and only stall that had any carded or boxed Star Wars figures.
All right.
And I came across this beauty. It's a Power of the Jedi Jabba the Hutt's Dancers. I don't know if you can quite make that out, but it's the 3 dancers they used in the special edition.
Yeah.
With a background, it's one of the things they did these sets for the Power of the Force line.
How much?
And I paid £14 for that.
Oh, 14.
And I've been very lucky, I think, to get my money back on that. But it was like it was getting to the point now where I needed something to try and sell. Yeah. So, if any of our listeners are out there and fancy a Jabba the Hutt's Dancers Girls box set, then please check the links at the bottom of this podcast. So that was my penultimate, and I was quite happy with that, even though I probably paid a little bit too much for it.
Oh, yeah.
So what does that take me up to? That takes me up to 8, 14, 26 pounds so far.
£6.
Yeah.
Right. How many items have you got left?
I've got 6 items, but I'm going to group them together as one when I sell them, so I'll just do it as one.
Okay. So before I get on to my last item, I just want to tell the little story that I told you. Well, I sent you a picture during the day. Somebody was selling boxed figures, more modern figures. I don't know if they were a particular line at all, but there was a table full of them, and they were selling 3 for £5. And at the time I thought, right, I'm just going to keep looking and come back to that because there are loads there. I'll be fine. And I went off. Luckily, I picked up this other beautiful item that I'm going to show you in a minute. But I went back once I'd got this item and thought, right, I got £5. Another story, just before I get into that, we had a £50 budget.
Yeah.
But I didn't get any money out this morning, and I only had £20 on me. So technically my budget was only £20 through stupidity more than anything. So I picked up this other item, which left me with £5. So I thought, right, I can go back, get 3 of these, and job done. That's me done for the day. I've got good amount of items. As I arrived at the table, there was a large gentleman there who decided to buy the entire table of items, of Star Wars items.
Wow.
He said, how much for the whole lot? And I think he ended up giving them 40 odd quid for them. And I'm pretty sure they said there were over 50 of these boxed figures there. So he's obviously got a similar idea to us, and you're going to find them on eBay in the next few days.
Yeah. Well, you did send me a picture of those, and the boxes didn't look in particularly good condition.
No, some of them weren't, but you'll probably notice the reason I took the picture at the angle, I'll put that up on the podcast. I took it at an angle because there was another box full of them underneath.
Oh, I did see that.
Which were in better condition.
Yeah.
And he got all of those. And the box, I think, so. The box that they came in. But before I went back and received that disappointment, I picked up this for £5, which is I was quite pleased with it. I wasn't expecting to see any vintage collection figures there. It's a Rogue One Rebel Fleet Trooper, and it's in decent condition. There's a little nick at the bottom, which is the only problem. Let's see if I can get that back down with a bit of glue or something.
No, don't do that.
No, I won't. No, I won't. It was a little bit dusty, but yeah, £5. I was pretty chuffed with that.
Yeah, show me again the picture on the front. Now, I'm fairly sure that is an exclusive figure that only comes in a box set. You can't buy it individually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which will up the value of it.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Um,
I did have
um,
a brief look on eBay,
yeah,
and the sort of going rate seems to be about 25 quid.
yeah. It came with a box set, which was the Tantive 4 hallway battle. So
Okay.
it basically had all the walls from the Tantive 4,
Mm,
and with that came that carded figure. And as I
okay.
mentioned before, you couldn't buy it on its own, so it was
Right.
actually one where I had to buy the box set,
Yeah.
to get the figure out, and then just get rid of the box set
Wow.
of
So I
stuff.
might have
'Cause
done all right there. I might have
I think
just
that
stumbled across a
yeah,
bit of, yeah, a bit of joy there.
it's a shame you got to sell it, really, because that would be one to stick in the collection. To be
Do you,
honest
do
with
you
you,
know what?
yeah,
It had crossed my mind that I don't want to sell
yeah,
it.
yeah. I mean, it's a shame, to be honest with you, because
Do I really have to sell it? I could just forfeit the challenge.
you
Well, I
could
mean,
forfeit the
you
challenge.
never know. My comics might do the trick. My comic
Yeah, well,
books
you could
might
put
get
it.
me all the.
You could put it on eBay for like 50 quid, and see. Oh, I couldn't sell it. I couldn't sell it. But yeah, um,
Well, I am thinking that you might get stuck with a PlayStation game, some socks and shower gel,
and
and
VR.
yeah, VR things. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I have a couple of items that I'm fairly sure I'll be able to sell, and 5 items I'm fairly sure I probably won't be able to sell.
and I will say this is the reason I didn't jump into buying those mugs at the beginning.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I was like, do I really want to be stuck with mugs? I've
No.
got a cupboard full of mugs that
Well, with the
I've got too
exception
many
of
as it is.
no, you're 100% right, because with the exception of the box of 3 figures and the Blu-ray sealed Blu-ray, you could argue that everything else I've got probably, I think the only thing we've got going for us really is if we're going to put all these items on a zero,
Yeah,
we'll probably sell them, but we probably won't
but
get anywhere.
we won't make a profit.
No, no. But well, you say that,
Well, okay. This is the
but
toy fair. This is where it all
this
went wrong
this
for
is
me.
this is the toy fair now. Again, if we're putting it at zero, I'm not going to say that this could be seen by 1 or 2 people and they buy it for 2 quid, and I
Let's
pay
hope.
20 quid for
Pay
this. So
£20, right?
that takes me £46 in total for everything I bought
Okay.
today. But first one,
Well,
oh
should we before we get into this, should we
yeah,
be saying right? Our budget is 50, so
yeah,
technically I've still got 30 quid in the bank.
yeah. No, that's exactly
Yeah,
what we should do.
okay, and you've still got 4 quid in the bank.
I'm starting at minus 46, and you're starting at minus
Minus
15.
oh yeah, 15. Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
so
Yeah.
you're already way ahead. So
Okay.
those comics might do it for you.
It's not over yet.
It's not over yet. No, it's totally not over, because even though what I'm about to show you are really, really good items, there's nothing to say that they're going to sell well on eBay.
Mm.
And obviously, the higher the prices, the more money eBay gets. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Okay.
I will start sprinkling them up on screen.
Oh dear. Yeah.
Some vintage 1983 Kenner Star Wars figures. We have a menagerie there of aliens from Jabba's palace. We have a Gamorrean guard. We have Prune Face from the Rebel fleet. Oh! We have a Dengar from The Empire Strikes Back, and we have an Imperial commander from The Empire Strikes Back too. So I
Okay.
managed to pick up 6 of these Kenner vintage figures, all out of boxes, obviously,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been able to get them for 20
I was gonna
quid.
say, it's not carded or anything, but we
It's not carded, but it's
not
not new
carded.
either. It's a proper antique.
Yeah.
So that's my
How can the listeners be sure that they're from the 80s?
well, because they've on the
Viewers.
back of each leg, they've been printed with the date that they were
And
they were made.
that's gonna be shown on your eBay listing.
Of course, I'm a professional eBay lister. I'll make sure all the details are on there. Yeah, 1983. Yeah, 1983. Yeah, 1983. Oh, Hong Kong, 1983. Yep. So they're all
Okay.
totally genuine. So I probably shouldn't have bought them. I'll be quite honest with you. I'd already spent £26.
I don't
I was
know.
desperate.
I think it's worth buying.
Yeah. Well,
You were desperate, yeah.
I was desperate. if I wanted to win, I had to get these. But at the same time, I put myself in a massive hole.
If they don't
Whereas
sell.
even if I wasn't an honest guy, what I should have said is I couldn't get anything all day, and I just stumbled across these figures at the end of the day, and I only spent £20, but I'm too honest for that. So the thing I worry about, though, as we previously just said, we put everything on at £0,
Yeah.
And we could end up with 7 items. I could end up with £7,
Yeah.
£1 each,
Yeah.
and then I have to pay postage on that, and I have to pay.
Well,
the
we
eBay
will.
fee.
I think we should put postage on the items as
Absolutely.
well. Yeah,
Yes,
like as in added.
Mm.
Of course, yeah, we're going to have to pay it, but we will receive the postage. But
yes, we will. Yeah,
that's not a bad little pickup. Then you're
No.
pretty pleased with that, even if it did come at the toy fair, which wasn't part of the rules originally. But you know,
well, it kind of is.
Okay.
And the thing about this is, I think I would have bought these if I'd just been there, just generally, to be honest with you, because they're quite rare these days. I remember as a kid, you'd go to car boot sales.
Don't try and push the salesman technique on the listeners.
I don't know what you're talking about, mate. I do not know what you're talking about.
Just so you know, carded figures, they do go for a fair bit more, right? Right.
Well, you do have an advantage there, because a lot of the people that watch/listen to us, obviously, a lot of them I know because they've written in the comments and we've spoken to them, and they said they are vintage collection figure fans, and especially carded ones. So
yeah,
you know, again, another advantage for you. So if I do pull this out of the bag, then well done me. That's all I'm going to say. But you know, obviously everyone that's listening, they know I need the help. So
no, I think everyone listening knows that Martin has all the experience, and I think you should all log on to the eBay below and buy my items.
Oh dear.
But it's been an enjoyable experience. What do you think?
It was quite good fun.
Yeah.
My wife came with
very
me
tiring.
all day. Yeah. Me and my wife came with me all day, and we had a really good laugh.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean, hopefully Adam doesn't share some of the raw footage that I sent him to edit, because obviously when we've got the GoPro on and the camera's recording, we're just talking like we normally talk.
Yeah.
And then we realized at the end of the day, oh, actually, this is
all
all getting
camera.
sent to Adam.
Yeah.
Oh,
so I believe I received a lot of abuse, but you know.
Yeah, because we're a PG channel.
Yeah, you won't be seeing that, I guess.
No, definitely.
That was for my ears, I suppose.
Yeah. It was to try and put you off a little bit.
Yeah, I get that. Still fun and games. Still part of the challenge, I suppose.
Yeah. So what we should say to everybody is, we're going to start the challenge from as soon as this podcast is released.
Yeah.
So 10 days from the release date of this podcast, all the items will be scheduled to go onto eBay. Yeah. We'll leave the links to each of the items in the description. So if you want to follow it in real time to see how badly I'm doing, please feel free. And then I think in our next podcast, or perhaps the podcast after that, we'll come back and we'll do a results.
Yeah, we'll review how we got on, and yeah. Talk about how much money we've lost.
and the fuel money that I probably spent today.
This is where I've won for sure, because I only went to the one car boot sale, and I picked up that vintage collection carded figure, and I thought, that's it, because we'd been in touch throughout the day. I got the impression that I was on for the win. And you'll see in the video how smug I looked at one point. And I just called it a day there. I was like, right, I'm just going to go kick back, have a coffee, have a bacon roll, just chill out for the rest of the day. And then when I heard you were going to a toy fair, I did check out a couple of charity shops, but there was absolutely nothing there. No. And with it being a Sunday, most of them were actually closed. So you'll have to try another day, but not as part of the challenge. I don't know. No. So yeah, it's been good.
It's been good.
An enjoyable but tiring day.
If we do it again, now we've done it once, we'll be a bit more professional next time.
Well, let's hope so. Yeah. Hopefully, we can make a series of it anyway. And
yeah, it will be good fun.
Yeah, we've enjoyed it. So yeah, hopefully you have, your listeners and viewers, and if you have, if you've done anything like this, let us know what you've picked up at car boot sales and all that good stuff. And we'll catch you next time. If you like and subscribe, that would be great. And listeners,
I really appreciate that.
Rate and review us because it all helps. Till next time, I think we're done.
Nice. See you later.
See ya.
Bye.